Hi, Bubby. It's nice to see all the Zinnans and Guestmans out there. We're excited that Zach will be leading us in worship this evening. It's nice to see everybody, Sherry and Juno and Gail, Ellen, Icy and Nancy, and Debbie Blitz. Hi, Debbie. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Donna, glad you're with us tonight. Yeah. Lynn and Tanya. Hi there, Cheryl and Louise and Renata. Can't see you, but sending our Shabbat wishes.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We're going to start off nice and easy. Please feel free to sing along at home. I die 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 da da die die. I die 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 da da die die. Yai die 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 die. Yai die 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 da die 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 die. Yai die 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 Yai dai 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 da da dai dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 da dai 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 da da dai 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 yai dai dai da 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 dai dai die, 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 die. Yay, die, 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 da, da, die, die. Yay, die, 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 da, 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 die. Yay, die, 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 die. Yay, die, 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 da, die, 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 die. I know, for me, it's wonderful to see all of your faces. Hine matov umanaim, shevet achim gam yachad. How good and how pleasant it is that we can be in this space together. Hine matov umanaim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Hine matov umanaim, shevet achim gam yachad.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. This week's Torah portion, Naso, literally means to lift up. It is a portion about a census. It is a portion reminding us that each and every person counts. And when we look at the biblical words for census, Naso et Rosh, it is about sticking our necks out. It's a reminder that sometimes we have to lift our heads up. We must have the courage to take a stance and do what's right. And the word naso means to lift up. It reminds us to ask the question on this Shabbat: how can we use our voices? How can we use our power? How can we use our privilege to lift up others? Just before Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke in 1965 at the March on Washington, Rabbi Joachim Prince offered his words. Can you imagine what that must have been like going before the amazing Dr. King? I would have been filled with trepidation, but Rabbi Prince himself was pretty amazing. And although his words sometimes get a little lost in the historical record, I wanted to share them with you this evening. He told those assembled for the march, even as those in our community march for justice this evening, the words ring so true. He shared this: when I was the rabbi of the Jewish community in Berlin under the Hitler regime, I learned many things, he said. The most important thing that I learned under those tragic circumstances was that bigotry and hatred are not the most urgent problem. The most urgent, the most disgraceful, the most shameful, and the most tragic problem, Rabbi Prince taught us, is silence. His words reverberate in our times as well and inspire us as we gather on this Shabbat. Eternal God, renew in us the commitment not to stand silent in the face of hatred and racism. Give us the courage and the strength to raise our voices for justice and for right. Also in this Torah portion is the priestly benediction, words that we offer at times of joy, at times of simcha. And so it is perfect that we celebrate with the Guestman family this evening. Zach Guestman, I will look forward to offering those words to you under our Ner Tamid, under our eternal light, when you read from the Torah and are called to the Torah as a bar mitzvah this coming January. We know that would have happened tomorrow morning, and we embrace you from afar and know that there's some disappointment, but we are ever grateful for you leading us in worship on this Shabbat. And somewhere in the multitude of faces here are you and your family. So I'm going to invite you to unmute yourselves and help us to welcome Shabbat.
We're on music.
Okay. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. That's me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen.
L'chaim, amen. And we continue with the Baruch Hu.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושופך וקומך וקשרתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את המצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיהם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות להם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיהם.
Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi kamocha b'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora, Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashivenu, Shalom. V'ha'amitenu, shomrenu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu, tukat shlomecha. Hashivenu, Adonai Eloheinu.
Eloheinu v'shalom.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Adonai, Sefer Tativta, Ufia Gita Hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Vekoneh Hakol, Vezoher Kasevot V'Imor, Umevi V'Ulali V'Negu, V'Nejem, V'Man Shemel V'Yehava, Melech Hazer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Again of reform, the reps. Atagi Bolo Lam Adonai, Mihaye Hako Atara Letushia, Mori Hako, Mehakel Hayim Behese, Mehaye Hako Beraham Nabi, so Meh Nofim Berafe Holim, Umati Rasulim, Umekayim Emunato, Lishene Yahar. Mikamo Habal Gehurot, Umido Melech, Melech Memid, Umechaye, Umatzmea Yeshua, V'ne'eman Antal Chayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, V'choker HaKol, Atah Kadosh, V'shimchat Kadosh, U'doshim B'hu Yom Ha'elu Selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'kadosh.
Yasher Koach, Zach, that was beautiful. And I think Lolly thought it was beautiful too, right? Yes, absolutely. You don't expect that distraction on the bima necessarily. So we're glad she could be a part of our Shabbat as well. Join me in a prayer for our nation on this evening. If you're following along in the flip siddur, you can find these words on page 376. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance, that they may govern with justice and with compassion. Help us to appreciate one another and help us to respect the many ways we may serve you. May our homes and our cities be safe from affliction and strife. And may our country be sound in body and spirit. We say, Amen. We join together in Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav means a great peace. And I think that's what we need on this Shabbat, a great peace that cannot be undone by those who wish to harm others, a great peace that reflects the beauty and the glory of God's Spirit, and the idea that each one of us is created B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of God. Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lecha shalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lecha shalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. טסים לעולם, טסים לעולם.
At this time, we take a moment to pray for healing. It is a week in which I feel as though each and every one of us can use the healing power of a community. Before we join together in the words of the Mishaberach, I invite you to put the names of friends and family, those in your heart for healing, in the chat box so that we can embrace them with our community spirit, even though we may not be together in person.
Please join me. Misheberach avotenu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. George Floyd was murdered under the knee of a police officer, along with 3 accomplices. In many faith traditions, knees are used to bend in reverence to holiness. We share these words adapted from my colleagues cantors Hollis Schachner and Rachel Stock-Spilker and Sarah Stock-Mayo, as inspired by Reverend Ted Tollefson. Aleinu, it is on us to bow in praise before God as a sign of reverence and perhaps submission. It is on us to bend our knees only in reverence for life and only for submission to that which is good. Aleinu, it is on us.
Our sages teach that the angels have no knees. Their legs do not bend. They don't need knees because their entire purpose is to stand before God tall in service. But we are not these kinds of angels. We bend under the weight on our shoulders. We let this world twist us into knowing that our service to God comes not only in the forms of thoughts and prayers, but in the form of action. Aleinu, it is on us.
Va'anachnu korim, we bend at the knee. Umishtachavim, we bow at the waist. Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, we stand straight before God, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We who are made in God's image must be holy because God is holy.
So we rise to repair this very broken world. We stand straight because we can. We stand up because we must. Aleinu, It is on us.
We bend our knees before the God of love in devotion and in disruption, in protest and in praise, from shame to shlemut, wholeness. We rise before the God of truth to march and to move, to bend this broken arc towards justice. Aleinu, it is on us. Bayom hahu, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shmo echad, u'shmo echad, u'shmo echad.
Our thoughts now turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. This evening, we remember those whom we have lost in recent days: J.G. Miller, Irma Levitt, Irwin Chase, Sheila G. Miller, Frances Gladstone, Dr. Banis M. Weber, and Florence Tillis, laid to her eternal rest just this past week. We remember those whom we have lost in this season in years past: Farrell Jaffa, Sloan Miles Jaffa, Maxwell Mann, Joan Adler Mark, Gerald Moverman, May E. Novak, Kenneth Rosen, and Alvin Stallman. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be an abiding blessing. The mourners Kaddish. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divarach irutei v'amlich malchutei, v'chayachon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, m'bagala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudasha b'richu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high comfort the bereaved among us, and we say, amen.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru amen. We thought it would be a good time to sing a very special song that we sang last Rosh Hashanah called God's Counting on Me by Lori Wyatt and Pete Seeger. Judy, are you able to access that lyric sheet? So here are the lyrics, and I hope you'll follow along. I guess, Judy, if you can control the scrolling and make sure we can always see the chorus, because it's only in one part. It's at the beginning. So I guess that was a great idea. But hopefully we'll be able to bounce back to that. Okay. I actually had a very lovely email exchange with Lori Wyatt last night and this morning, and he gave me his blessing. He said, don't worry about the licensing, just sing away. And he did say, I marvel at and am humbled by the increasing meanings that songs obtain as they ripple throughout our lives, social movements, and history. Speaking on behalf of Pete Seeger and myself, we are pleased and proud to have it included as part of the service. As I wrote you previously, it is once more time to rise, restore loving kindness, and move forward again in harmony. Lori Wyatt. I hope you'll join me. Gosh, that's kind of small. Well, I don't have to look at that. When we look and we see things are not what they should be, God's counting on me. God's counting on you. When we look and we see things are not what they should be, God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Hope we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. Yes, there's big problems to be solved. Let's get everyone involved. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Yes, there's big problems to be solved. Let's get everyone involved. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. What we do now, you and me, will affect eternity. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. What we do now, you and me, will affect eternity. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Hoping we all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. When we sing with younger folks, we can never give up hope. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. When we sing with younger folks, we can never give up hope. God's counting on me. God's counting on you. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through. Hoping we'll all pull through, me and you. Thank you, Zach, for the lovely accompaniment.
Amazing. And I see the Guestmans are all ready with Lolly and Zach and the homemade challah.
Woo! All right, are you ready?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
Oh, Batei Avon.
Teavon and Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We will come down off of Facebook now, and everyone can unmute themselves, and we can wish each other a Shabbat Shalom.